RC Bassin Nation, what's up, baby? Welcome back to the channel. Man, I'm glad you're here with me today. We're going to have an awesome time, and we're going to take a look at the Monsterbass December 2021 Southern Region Tackle Review and Unboxing. Hang on, this one's going to be great. Hey, today is the 27th of December and 2021 is almost in the books. Man, the year has flown by. I can't believe it's almost over. So I was getting a little bit worried about my Monsterbass subscription box for December. It hadn't shown up in the mail. So I reached out to customer service. They contacted me the very next day and said, hey, listen, we're just having a heck of a time with the package flow through the mail delivery system. We're just backlogged. Things are bogged down. So just bear with us and it'll show up. So it did right before Christmas, not as early as I'd like for it to, because I want to get these videos out to you as soon as I receive this tackle so you can see what's in the box for the month, decide if you want to subscribe to Monsterbass, and then have the opportunity to collaborate on these baits, take them out on the water, and catch your next wall hanger, okay? All right, so let's get in this thing and see what we've got. First up, we've got a $10 gift card to Rick's Outlet Bait and Tackle. So Monsterbass actually bought Outlet Bait and Tackle. So now it's Rick's Outlet Bait and Tackle. So $10 gift card, head over to Outlet Bait and Tackle. They've got some great deals over there. You might find something you need to put in your tackle box. Next up, from Big Bite Baits, we've got the Smalley Smashers. And these are in green pumpkin and purple flake. If you want to take a look at one of my other videos where I talk about simplifying your bait color selections, I'll put that up here at the top so you can take a look at that. But this bait actually is a great drop shot bait. And you can take a look at that paddle tail on that bait. That thing is going to displace a lot of water, give you a lot of action, and really trigger those bites. Now, you could probably put this on a shaky head and fish it some other ways too, but I think I would probably try this drop shot first, maybe a shaky head second, maybe weightless third. All right, so that's Big Bite Baits, the Smalley Smasher. Okay, let's take a look at the next bait. We've got the Incision 69. Now, this is a Monsterbass lipless crankbait. The color in this is Ghost Shad. Now, this is a pretty sharp looking bait, right? You can take a look at that color on that bait. And it's got that red wounded bait fish hook up front. And this bait's really narrow. So it's a lot thinner than most of your lipless crankbaits. And that's probably going to give that bait a real tight presentation when it wiggles through the water, wobbles through the water, right? Vibrates through. And then let's see if it's got a rattle in it. It does, a kind of a subtle rattle, kind of a deep rattle. Okay? Man, those hooks are super sharp, super sticky hooks. Real nice looking bait from Monsterbass. All right, I see something in here I like. The Strike King Thunder Cricket, baby. Those of you who watch the channel, you know I love to throw me some Thunder Crickets. Probably my favorite bladed bait to throw. This one is a 1/2 ounce, and it's mouse colored. And Strike King has its own patent on the bladed bait. So if you can take a look up here, now Z-Man actually has the patent on putting the blade directly to the eye on the bait. And then Strike King took it a little bit further, and you can see how that the eye on that bait actually moves up and down, right? And so what that does, it gives that bait a lot more action in the water, a lot more side-to-side action and vibration. It gives a little bit different presentation. Really like the skirt color on this bait and the painted head to match. It's got a really thick wire, hard wire hook, really sturdy hook on that bait as well. All right, Strike King Thunder Cricket, another good one. Next up, we've got a Castaic Cc6 Crankbait. Now, I think the color pattern on this one, this color is orange crawl, runs up to somewhere between 4 to 6 feet in depth. And so probably 4 feet on monofilament line, 6 foot on fluorocarbon. And the color on this, again, is orange crawl. And I think they did a special edition release in the color on these baits, specifically for Monsterbass. And so you can take a look at that. It's a pretty good looking bait. And that's your Castaic Cc6 Crankbait. Those suckers got some sharp hooks as well. All right, next we've got the B8 Lab, and this thing is the Ultimate Strike Shad. Now this thing has got a pretty neat looking color pattern on it. It's green with some black stripes, so it's kind of like a tiger stripe bait. If you notice, the bill shape on this thing is really different than your normal crankbaits. This thing runs about 4 to 12 feet deep. I'm not sure how you get that wide of a range of depth variation on that bait. Maybe line size, diameter, different types of line, and the speed that you retrieve it. But definitely something I'd be interested in throwing, kind of see how the fish react to it. A little bit different bait than what I have thrown traditionally. So that's what I love about getting these boxes is you get a different bait that you haven't tried before, pushes you out of your comfort zone, makes you try something new, and maybe you'll learn something in the process. All right, next up we've got a steel shad topwater popper. Now, steel shad, I think, makes mostly bladed baits. I didn't know they made other hard baits, but this is a topwater popper, and you can already hear the rattles in this thing. A lot of rattles, makes a lot of noise, and really neat looking color on that bait. It's got that feathered treble in the back, and then you've got a real big old bucket mouth on that bait. Displaces a lot of water, gives you that really big popping or gulp action on top of the water. Another good looking bait from Steel Shad. And then last, we got a rod sock in here for Monsterbass, rod glove, whatever you call them. Help protect your investment on your rods, keep your eyes from getting bent up. And we've got some stickers. I like some stickers from Monsterbass, a little variety pack. Those are always nice. And then last, we've got a golden ticket. Now, if you don't know the deal with the golden tickets, you've got to be a subscriber to Monsterbass. Every month, you get a golden ticket in your subscription box. Now, on Thursdays, Rick, the guy who owns Monsterbass, does a live YouTube show at 7 p.m. Eastern time, and he has pro anglers, different folks from around the fishing community come on and share their knowledge. You can ask questions, call into the show. And then Rick gives away tackle and he'll pull a golden ticket number. And if you've got the winning number, then you win some free tackle. I think it's pretty cool. So you got to head over to Monster Bass and check it out. I'll leave a link in the description below where you can go over and check out their subscription boxes. They build these specific to the region where you live and where you fish. That's the great thing about Monster Bass. Now, in 2022, there's going to be some takeover boxes coming. There's going to be a lunker hunt, I think, in January or February. And in March, Z-Man is supposed to do a takeover box, a theme box for Monster Bass, the first one that Z-Man has ever done, I believe. So I'm really looking forward to what 2022 brings. Okay, so last, I want to kind of give you my top 3 baits. If I had to pick 3 out of this box to throw, I'm definitely going to go with the Strike King Thunder Cricket, right? Because I can fish this just like a spinner bait. I can fish it over cover, through the tops of grass beds. I can do all kinds of things with this bait, and I can present it in different varied depths within the water column and get it into different strike zones. I'm definitely going to throw the lipless crank, right? For a lot of the same reasons. And for this lipless crank, it has a real subtle rattle to it and a real thin profile. A little bit different variation of a lipless crankbait than what I think the fish in my area have probably seen in the past. And then last, I'm definitely going to throw the Big Bite Bait Smalley Smashers in this green pumpkin color. Again, if you want to take a look at that video, I'll leave it at the end here so that you can get over to it really quickly and take another look at those Smalley Smashers, or simplify your bait selection, your color selections for your soft plastic baits. So that would be my top 3 for this box for the month of December. All right, so listen, make sure if you like these videos, make sure you hit the thumbs up, leave a comment below, let me know what your top 3 baits would be for this month in the month of December for the Monster Bass subscription box, and then subscribe to the channel, and then make sure you hit the bell so that you get the notifications when we release new content. Again, as always, I appreciate you taking the time out of your schedule to watch these videos. Until we get to talk again, stay safe out on the water, tight lines, and hook 'em up.